Hello and welcome to another episode of A Tiny Tunnels and Trolls Trip. I'm your host as always, Mark W. And last time, if you watched my video for Beyond the Silvered Pane, our hero Bolgar, the metal dwarf, sadly died via drowning, unceremoniously by the way. Let's adjust the lighting a little bit. Ooh, that's nice. And we're going to give him another chance. By the way, if you don't know this adventure, Beyond the Silver Pane, I did a fairly lengthy intro. I will link to you above in card form. You can check that out. But yeah, Bolgar, he didn't make it. He teleported into an underwater situation, and he failed his saving roll and died, basically. I have decided that just as he was gasping his last breath, he managed to gurgle out a sound that sounded roughly like enough, which is the magic word that summons you back to the outside, the real world of Marciniak, who is running this dungeon in which you step into the mirror and teleport somewhere randomly. So he's saved. But so that we're not cheating too much, I'm going to weaken this character a bit. So I'm going to knock his attributes all down a little bit. Perhaps because his alien metal body got rusty in the water. It apparently is it's like iron, this alien metal, and it oxidizes. We'll go with that. So we're going to knock down his attributes, and then we're going to jump into the mirror again and see what happens. Okay, so I have weakened Bolgar. He is now, I knocked all his attributes down by 3, which is quite a punishment, but it's better than death, I guess. That actually knocks him down to level 2, by the way. Because, just as a reminder, in Deluxe Tunnels and Trolls, your level is determined by basically your highest attribute slash off the last digit. So strength was 31 and now it's 28, therefore knocking him down to level 2. And everything else went down by 3 as well, so his adds are now 16, which is a function of strength, dexterity, luck, and speed. So he's weaker. We're going to write down his alien metal body is actually a rusty alien metal body now, just for flavor. There. Rusty alien metal body. Alright, so that said, let's jump into the old mirror. Okay, so 3 dice is what we roll, and we go to the corresponding paragraph. This is a teleport mirror. Let's see where Marciniak's mirror takes us. It takes us to number 14. Okay, paragraph 14A. Don't mind these creepy guys on the side. 14A, you are in a dimly lit cavern. Before you extends a dark pool. The cavern appears empty, save for the usual stalactites and stalagmites. The sound of dripping water echoes eerily around this dank place. If you wish to search the cavern, go to 9C. If you want to search the pool, go to 30C. Well, we kind of have a little fear of water at this point, I think, so we're going to just search the cavern and not the pool. Your first impression was correct. The cavern is indeed almost empty. However, behind a rock, you find a strange torch which gives off a faint green glow. Make a first level saving roll on your IQ, 20 minus IQ. If you make it, go to 35D. If you fail, go to 37C. Alright, so we're going to make a saving roll. We are very smart though. 24. That means we just need the basic 4 or higher. A 3 is automatic failure. So let's roll them right here. Let's re-roll the things that fall off. That's my general rule. Alright, we got a 7. We have passed. You remember hearing of a substance that glows greenly in the dark and burns even when underwater. This torch is made of that substance. Go to 37C. Wait, I don't want to go in the water. Don't make me. Oh, look, it's the creepy guys again. We're going to ignore them again. Anyway, 37C. You can now search the pool by going to 30C or say enough and go to 22E. Well, I said I didn't want to go in the water, but in the interest of showing something exciting, hopefully, we're going to go search the pool. I might regret this. The pool is too dark to see more than a few feet below the surface. You can either dive into the pool or grope around underwater with your hands. Alright, so groping sounds like one of those overly cautious things that they'll punish you for, so I'm going to dive right in, as crazy as that may be. You will have to strip down to your tunic. You can take anything with you that weighs less than your strength multiplied by 5. Your dexterity underwater is decreased by 2 times the dice of the weapon you use. For example, a weapon that gets 3 dice decreases your dexterity by 6. Oh boy. If your dex goes below the minimum needed for that weapon, you can't use it. Usually these kind of things, they can really screw you. So the question is, do I want to cheat and just ignore them? Anyway, so if you have the means of making an underwater light, go to 36C. If not, go to 3E. So let's see. Ooh, a little bit zoomed in there. Okay, so it's saying if I want to use my trident, which is 4 dice, that knocks my dexterity down. I can't. This character is useless now if I go by the book. So I'm going to conveniently ignore that restriction. I'm going to basically have to drop. Well, you know what? Why don't we just say I have the trident and the misericord with me, and if I need to drop them, I'll drop them. But for now, I have them. So anyway, I do have a means of making an underwater light, so we're going to go to 36C. The light reveals an underwater ledge, below which is a young giant octopus. Your light startles it, and it retreats as you advance, staying on the edge of your light. You see it was protecting a chest and some human skeletons. I guess they're his or hers. Either investigate what the octopus was guarding, go to 18D, or search the rest of the pool. I mean, I guess I could probably get away from an octopus fight if I go to the rest of the pool. I'm not sure of that. I'm going to go see what it's guarding. If you want to search the skeleton, go to 29E. If you wish to search the chest, go to 20E. I mean, I'd be more inclined to search a chest, but now that it's asking me, I feel like I should at least give the skeleton the look-see. You see a golden glint from the skeletons. Either investigate the glint by going to 5C or search the chest by going to 20E. Okay, so this is back to the chest paragraph we had before. So you would assume the glint is some kind of jewelry or gold. It could be a trap. Let's do it though. The golden glint was from a ring shaped like a fish with its tail in its mouth. If you put the ring on your finger, go to 11B. Otherwise, go to 10E. So it's a fish ring. It's knowing tunnels and trolls. It either probably turns you into a fish, or it helps you breathe like a fish, or it mutates your body and you have fins and scales, or something like that. So let's put it on. We could be the first metal fish man. 11B, the ring gives you the ability to breathe water for 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, so you are now breathing easily. You can surface or you can search the chest. So the chest has me skeptical because it's a different paragraph number. It was 20C before. So let me think for a moment. Okay, I decided to go search the chest at 41 after the last paragraph in the whole book. The octopus overcame its fear of your light and attacked you. It has a monster rating of 45. That means it rolls 5 dice plus half of its adds, which would be 22, I believe. If you are killed in combat, go to 2C. If you kill it, the octopus ink fills the area and you can see nothing at all. Even though you have a light, go to 48. Alright, let's do this. We have to fight an octopus now. Okay, so here's my character card again. I think I'm going to conveniently ignore the dexterity penalty they gave me, so I'm cheating, but I'm going to be using my trident, which is a 4 dice weapon, and the misericord, which is 2 dice. I also have the metal fists, which are 2 dice each, but the misericord is 2 dice plus 2, actually. With my 16 adds and my 2 dice bonus from being a level 2 warrior, that brings me to 8 dice plus 16 is my combat roll, and the baby giant octopus is 5 dice plus 22. Pretty close, but it looks like I have a little bit of an edge. Again, I am cheating though, let's be clear. Let's roll. Okay, we've got 8 blue dice to represent my character and 5 purple dice for the octopus. Let's roll first my 8 plus 18. Remember, every 6 is a spite damage. Oh, not a good roll. Okay, so we got 10, 15, 17, 20, 21, plus 18 is 39. And now our octopus enemy rolls 5 dice. Ooh, gets a bunch of 6s. And we're going to add 22 to this, so we have 18, 20, 23 plus 22 is 45. Each 6 is a spite damage, so it's actually gonna. We have to figure out how much it's gonna do to me. Spite damage gets through armor. Basically, it's like the minimum damage that gets through. I rolled no 6s, and it rolled 3. So subtracting 45 minus 39, it does 6 damage. However, I should have enough armor to protect me. I have alien metal body, which protects me for 12, so I actually absorb its blow. However, the spite damage gets through regardless, so I take 3 hits to my constitution. Round 2, fight. 8 dice for me. Okay, looks a little better than last time. So that's 10, 20, 25, plus my 18 is 43. That's better than before. Octopus's second round. No spite, at least. 10. That's a 10, 17. Plus the 22 is a 39. So I win that round. And so in that round, it took, the octopus that is, took 4 damage. So its MR is now 41. Next round. So roll a lot of 4s, I see. 10, 20, 23. Plus 18 is 41. And Mr. Octopus, he has 2 fewer adds, by the way, because I knocked him down by 4 MR. Oh my goodness, a good roll, however. 10, 20, 26 plus 20 is 46. And again, my armor can eat that, but the 2 spite gets through, knocking me down to 14 con. So I accidentally wasn't recording the last round, but basically I dealt 3 damage, and it dealt 1 spite to me, making its MR 38. And my con is now 13. So at this rate, it could be neck and neck. We'll see who comes out on top. Help if I rolled some better rolls. I always see a lot of 2s and 1s. At least we got 10 here. Oops, the 2, I think. 16, 20, 24, and no spite. Plus my 18 is 42. Octopus still rolling 5 dice, but this time it's only at plus 19. As the MR decreases, so do the adds. Okay, what do we got here? Finally a low roll for them. For the octopus, this looks like a 10, 12, plus 19 is 31. And no spite, so I actually packed a bit of a punch on it that time. I dealt 11 damage, bringing his MR down to 27. I think I've got it where I want it now. Since the adds are going to decrease each time, he's now down to 13 adds. Once again, not the greatest roll for me, but it doesn't matter too much probably. I think I've got it at this point. 10. Wow, really? How did I roll so many 2s at once? So 20 plus my 18 is a 38. And we get 1 spite. And baby octopus, baby giant octopus, Okay, 10, 15. Sorry, my hands are in the way a lot. 15 plus its adds of 19. By the way, this game makes you do a lot of arithmetic. This is how I got good at mental math. I'm serious, actually. That's a 34, I believe, if I counted right. 15 plus 19 is a 34. So I dealt 4 damage, bringing it down to 23. But however, the 6 is 1 spite to me. I am down to 12. One convenient thing is if you are an MR creature, such as this octopus, your adds go down as you get beat up. But my adds don't go down as I get beat up. I just lose constitution. Really, how do I roll so many 1s and 2s? Holy. Am I just being biased and those are the ones that stand out? I don't know. I don't think so. 10. 14, 15, 16, 17 plus 18 is a 35. My lowest roll yet this combat. Fortunately, the octopus is pretty weak now. It only has 9 ads. Wow, is that right? Only 9? No, it has 11. 10, 15, and 11. That's 26. All right, that time 30. Even though it was a garbage roll for me, 35 minus 26 is 9. So it is down to 14 MR and therefore 7 ads. I think I take a spite from that one, unfortunately. So I'm down to 11 con. A decent roll, look at that. This might be the coup de grace here. 10, 20, 30, 31. And a spite if it matters, probably not. 31 plus 18. Oop. That would be 49 by my math. Can we finish him? He's down to adding only 7 to his 5 dice. So we have 10, 13, 16, 18, 19. Therefore, we dish out 28 damage, and we have made some delicious tentacle sushi out of this octopus. So as it said a moment ago, if you kill it, the octopus ink fills the area and you can see nothing at all, even though you have a light. Go to 40A. 40A, you feel human bones and a chest. In the chest you feel metal discs and sharp stones. It takes several trips to get all the treasure to shore. Use the treasure generation table in the TNT rulebook, once for gems and twice for coins, nothing is magical, to get a value on the treasure. Take what you carry, say enough, and go to 22E. Okay, here is the treasure generator chart. What we're going to do is roll once for a gem and twice for coins. So, here's the gem chart in the lower right. So here's the gem part. Basically, we're going to roll 1 die for the size of the gem, or 6 means it's a jeweled item. And then the type of gem is this chart. So let's get our handy die over here. We're going to roll right over here. Maybe move this arm a little bit. So the size of the gem, it is a 5. We're going with 5. That is huge. 100 times the base value. It's going to be a very valuable gem. And now the type, we have to choose the first die and the second die. We're going to say purple is first, blue is second. And that's going to give us the type of gem and its base value. And since ours is huge, it's going to be 100 times the base value. So let's roll. We said purple is first. Oh, looks like a 61 to me. That is all the way down here towards the bottom. It is a huge sapphire worth 1,600 gold. And now Bolgar is rusty and beaten. He almost got killed by an octopus, but he's doing okay. But he has a huge sapphire worth that. So imagine one of these little sketches are the huge sapphire. We'll color it blue, right? Okay, next thing you know, this charging centaur comes at us. No, actually, we're at 22E. Marciniak heard you. You begin to glow redly. Go to 2D. Great, you survived, cries Marciniak as you appear in the mirror room. Many were not so lucky. Now there's the simple matter of 10% of any treasure you brought back. No. This amount was deemed fair at the Brotherhood of Dungeon Hosts convention last year. Pay the dwarf and go to 2A. If I'm being honest, that means I have to break this sapphire, and that's it. So I'm going to say I just chip a large chunk of it out. And enough so that it covers 10%, which would be... You know what? I forgot to roll the coins twice. I just realized that. So let's roll the coins, and maybe I'll have enough coins to pay him off that way. Okay, we found coins twice over, meaning we can... well, what we do is we first roll for the type, copper, silver, or gold pieces. That's 1 die. And then 3 dice times 10 for how many? So we're going to do that twice. So first off, our type is 2, which is silver. Sadly, we want gold really, but small lip here to work with this thick manual in the way. So we have 7, and let's roll one more die here. Oh, we'll go with 2. Alright, so that's 90 silver. And rolling again for the type. That's a reroll. Couldn't see what it was. Oh, this isn't doing it for me. This is too thick, this manual. Alright, I'm just going to roll on the table flat like a normal person would. 6 is gold. How much gold? Not a bad amount. It is 90 again. So we have 90 silver and 90 gold. I already had 9 gold, so now our character has this much. 99 gold, 90 silver. That cannot pay the 10% fee, unfortunately. Especially since there's another 10% on top of this and this. So I'll have to do some number crunching. It's probably a little boring to do that. But suffice it to say, I'm going to take a nice chip off the sapphire. Can you do that? Sure you can. Maybe realistically you'd have to sell it and then work with coins only, but I say you can. Alright, here's our victory paragraph. By the way, because the octopus was 45 monster rating, I get 45 adventure points from it. So I added that to my character sheet. You get all the experience earned during the trip as described in the Tunnels and Trolls rules. You are also awarded 100 bonus experience points for surviving a short trip. You get 2,000, blah blah, we did not do the mirror marathon. If you have made 5 trips with the same character, the time has come for you to think about trying the marathon. We are on number 3, I believe. Alright, so you may otherwise try another short trip with this character. Roll 3 dice and go to the A paragraph, adding 1 to the roll if you've already been to the room. And if this character has had enough, Marciniak thanks you for your patronage and asks you to spread the news about his wonderful dungeon where people die all the time. Yeah, so I actually have some adventure points I can spend. You spend them to upgrade your attributes. Maybe I'll upgrade some dexterity, for example. I'm a little lacking in that area. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching this a little bit larger than tiny Tunnels and Trolls trip. I will see you next time, and please let me know what you think of this video. Would you like to see me play in another solo adventure? I'm only sticking to brief ones, relatively brief in and out adventures where you die or are victorious in a short amount of time. I have a couple lined up, but let me know, I guess, specifically if you want to see more of this one or not. I could even go back to the Death Trap Equalizer dungeon, which I played first on this series of videos. That's it, though. I'm Mark W. See you next time. See ya.